We didn't even start it because you answered no.
I'm done.
All right. Okay. I would like to call to order our public hearing scheduled for today, May 5th. Stephanie, will you please hold the board?
Trustee Daniels?
Here.
Trustee Burrows? Trustee Carter?
Here.
Trustee Whitaker?
Here.
Mayor Hobbs?
Here.
Public hearing at 6:15 PM being held to consider the revocation of the business license issued to Alexis Grocery Deli 6 Corp. by the Incorporated Village of Hempstead.
Oh, at this time, we're here from our village attorney, Ms. Keisha Marshall.
Thank you, Mayor. Good afternoon, Mayor, trustees, community. I just want to remind the board that this matter was on at our last board meeting. And, the business owner appeared with the employee who was present at the time the summonses were issued. And that person came in also with an attorney. The attorney represented that he wasn't sure what was happening, and so he requested an adjournment on the record. I have not since heard from the attorney. The attorney's not here tonight. The business owner did show up, but he does not speak English and doesn't quite understand it. I had a brief conference with the assistance of one of our detectives who does speak Spanish, but I cannot have him on the record to officially interpret for the business owner or the board. So at this point, in an effort to ensure that the business owner does get due process, because it relates to the suspension or possible revocation of his business license and his privilege to do business in the village of Hempstead, I do recommend an adjournment. I was able to explain through the detective Miranda that that the matter was being adjourned. He would either have to show up with an attorney or somebody who can help him understand the proceedings and what exactly is happening. So based on that, I do recommend that the board adjourn this matter one more time to give the business owner an opportunity to understand, to be heard, and for due process under a village code.
Sure. So can I get a motion to adjourn?
Can I have a question?
Hold on, sure.
Am I allowed to ask a question?
Sure, so, we haven't had a motion for you to question yet, so if I get a motion in a second, then you have a question. That's how it goes. Okay, can I get a motion?
Motion.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Question,
Sure, go with the question.
prior to the closing. What's the address of this?
76 North Franklin Street.
So has he engaged an attorney?
I don't know. It was quite hard to communicate with the business owner, right? I asked Detective Miranda to help me out, but it wasn't quite clear what was happening. He said he didn't know he had to get an attorney for this evening, but the attorney last time represented that he represented him. So it's a little bit confusing, and hence we needed him to come in with somebody who can figure out what's going on before and come in to address the board.
And is the business open?
No,
It's closed now.
it is closed.
Thank you.
I'd just like to point out too, that Officer Pastor is here, and he was the one who wrote the ticket. So we're ready, it's just that we can't proceed without the business owner understanding what is happening.
If I recall the last meeting, the attorney that was here had just received the case and was
Well,
coming
that's what
in
he's-
from a murder trial and had not spoken to his client yet. That was what was represented on the record by that attorney at the time.
So the last time, what the attorney said was he represented the employee to whom the summonses were issued in district court. He was notified that there was also a proceeding here, so he came in with the understanding that he was representing the employee who received the summons before this board. He did not realize it was related to the business license and that it was the business owner, though the business owner was here. So he wanted an adjournment because he didn't get enough time to look into the matter to properly address the board. So he wanted an adjournment so he could delve deeper, right? You
But he wasn't
questioned why he was just now, he didn't have the information, and he said because he was on a murder trial.
Right, but he was representing the person that's not in front of us today.
The person, correct, the employee who was present in the store at the time.
So wouldn't it be irrespective of this proceeding, right? Like, because he wasn't the owner at the time.
Correct, he
Right.
was not
He
the
wasn't even
proper
supposed to
person
be
to
there,
appear.
right? He
Correct.
shouldn't even been there.
Correct. And that, I think, adds to the confusion and the language issue.
And this issue is gambling machines inside the,
Well, there were 3 machines, 2 were in storage, 1 seemed to have been operational, and my understanding is that it had $57 in it.
oh, is it your thought that this will then go into some form of a stipulation?
I would, based on the gravity of what it is, I would recommend a certain period of suspension, and then that the license be reissued with a stipulation.
I'd say then I would ask that whatever, if that's the road that we're going, that we will also get our money back for the stenographer for what would turn out to be 3 separate public hearings.
Well,
For
I
this
I
issue
can
as part of the
certainly negotiate that if, if and when the applicant, I believe, has, whether it's an interpreter or somebody else who can explain that to him. Any other questions for me?
All right, continue the poll.
I'm gonna poll. Trustee Daniels?
Yes.
Trustee Burrows?
Yes.
Trustee Carter?
Yes.
Trustee Whitaker?
Yes.
Mayor Hobbs?
Yes. All right, thank you. We'll give this stenographer time to gather her belongings, and then we'll get ready to go into our regular scheduled village board meeting.
Is he there? Is he still here? Hold it.
Yeah, the second.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, I would like to call to order our regularly scheduled Board of Trustee meeting for today, Tuesday, May 5th. Stephanie, will you call the board?
Trustee Daniels?
Here.
Trustee Burrows?
Yes.
Trustee Carter?
Here.
Trustee Whitaker?
Here.
Mayor Hobbs?
Present. Can we stand for the pledge? Trustee Whitaker.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Of course, we want to remind our residents that if you would like to address the board, there are forms in the back. Fill out the form, hand it up to our clerk, and then when we end our business portion, we'll open up for public participation portion. When you come up, to speak. You have 3 minutes to ask your question or make a statement. The decorum of this board meeting is that you address your questions to the board and not to one another. All right. At this time, we have our chief of police here as we honor our officers of the month. Chief Collins.
Good evening, Mayor, Deputy Mayor, trustees, and all assembled. Tonight, we're here to recognize police officers Keith Carlo, Samara Huat, Frank Italiano, Thomas Reddington, and Detective Anthony Cousins. On Monday, March 23rd, 2026, at approximately 10:35 hours, officers responded to a report of a firearm discharge at 65 Main Street, a retail cell phone store. Upon arrival, the store clerk reported that a single round had been discharged from the apartment directly above the business, located at 67A Main Street, apartment 1A. The round penetrated the ceiling of the store and narrowly missed the clerk while he was assisting a customer, placing him in grave danger of death. Officer Italiano, first on the scene, relayed this critical information to responding units. Officers Carlo, Hawat, Italiano, and Reddington proceeded to apartment 1A, where they made contact with the resident, who stated that he was the sole occupant. The resident was taken into custody without incident. During a protective sweep of the apartment, Detective Cousins observed in plain view a live round of ammunition on the floor of the bedroom, as well as 2 AR-15 style rifles inside a closet. Based on these observations, Detective Cousins applied for and obtained a search warrant for the premises. Upon execution of the warrant, officers recovered 2 additional loaded handguns from the closet. Additionally, video surveillance footage obtained from the retail store below captured the incident and clearly demonstrated how close the projectile came to striking the store clerk. In total, 4 firearms were recovered and taken off the streets. Great job by all. Congratulations, gentlemen.
Thank you. All right. Board.
Can I make a suggestion, a question, a statement?
You sure may.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
I'd just like to say that earlier the mayor and I took a little stroll through downtown, and I want to commend community policing, and the entire police force really on just the concentration and the effort that you guys are putting, men and women. I always say, guys, I got to get that together. Downtown, it truly is making a difference. Both Mayor and I, we talked about it all the way back, and even in the office today when we got back. Unsolicited, we spoke to a business owner, and their comment was basically like night and day, like just that their customers are able to come in to their establishment, go out, not feel harassed, feel safe. And so I thank you, Chief, and the team, Sergeant Wade, just like, that's exactly what we need to get our downtown moving again. We have those 2 buildings downtown, and quite frankly, the conversations from other people have been, hey, look, I walk out my door and there's somebody in the cut doing drugs or doing something. And you guys have really made a big difference on that in a short period of time, so thank you for that. It's really going to go a long way in trying to achieve here, so I just wanted to say that and put that on record.
Thank you. Let's move on.
Police Officer Carlo. Police Officer Frank Italiano. Police Officer Thomas Reddy. Congratulations. Let's give our no, I forgot what it is. Will it change? Oh,
I didn't put this thing in the bag.
What?
Yeah. I didn't put, cause I know where it's at, but I was like, I got a hard copy, so, yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Okay. The presentation of activity reports by the public bodies of the Incorporated Village of Hempstead have been submitted to the board and are available to review on the village website. Clerk wishes to report that Mayor Hobbs and Deputy Mayor Daniels have approved miscellaneous business licenses as reviewed. Resolved that upon the recommendation of Jeffrey Daniels, Deputy Mayor, the Board of Trustees hereby approves H2M Architects and Engineers Proposal Number LP 260-176 for professional consulting and planning services associated with the preparation of a feasibility study for the relocation of the Hempstead Police Department in the amount of $41,900.
Move.
Question. This is a different study from the study that was done before, like when they was walking around talking to the, different departments.
Yes, this is more focused on secret that has to be done in moving the police department and all of the, so they have to go through a whole, like, why can't you do it here? Why can't you move it here?
Right.
And isolate it. So this is
Okay.
that process.
Thank you.
Trustee Daniels?
Yes.
Trustee Burrows?
Yes.
No, he's done.
Trustee Carter?
Yes.
Trustee Whitaker?
Yes.
Mayor Hobbs?
Yes.
Resolved that upon the recommendation of Jeffrey Daniels, Deputy Mayor, the Board of Trustees hereby approves ALGA Environmental Services, Inc., proposal number AMR 82-7483 to provide environmental testing and monitoring services during the roof replacement at 1 Helen Keller Way.
Move.
Second.
Trustee Daniels?
Yes.
Trustee Burrows?
Yes.
Trustee Carter?
Yes.
Trustee Whitaker?
Yes.
Mayor Hobbs?
Yes.
Excuse me. Resolved that upon the recommendation of Keisha Marshall, Village Attorney, the Mayor and Board of Trustees hereby approve and authorize the submission of a request to the New York State Legislature to enact legislation permitting the Incorporated Village of Hempstead to establish a residential parking permit system.
Move.
Second.
Trustee Daniels?
Yes.
Trustee Burrows?
Yes.
Trustee Carter?
Yes.
Trustee Whitaker?
Yes.
Mayor Hobbs?
Yes.
I'd like to thank Trustee Whitaker for getting that understood.
Resolved that upon the recommendation of Patrick M. Carney, Fire Chief, that the Board of Trustees hereby approve for the Village of Hempstead to schedule a public hearing on Tuesday, May 19th, 2026, at 6:15 p.m. to consider entering into an agreement with the Village of Hempstead Fire Department to provide fire protection and emergency services for the Incorporated Village of Hempstead.
Move.
Second.
Trustee Daniels?
Yes.
Trustee Burrows? Trustee Burrows? Okay. Trustee Carter?
Yes.
Trustee? Trustee Whitaker?
Yes.
Mayor Hobbs?
Yes.
The clerk wishes to report that the mayor and board of trustees have reviewed the recommendations made at the Traffic Safety Board meeting held on April 27, 2026. Do I have a motion? Okay, Daniels.
Second.
Trustee Daniels?
Yes.
Trustee Burrows?
Yes.
Trustee Carter?
Yes.
Trustee Whitaker?
Yes.
Mayor Hobbs?
Yes.
Clerk offers the following resolution for adoption, that authorization be granted for Jamez Snow, a Hempstead Public Works employee, to receive supplemental sick leave at half pay in accordance with Village Policy Article 7, Section 5 of the CSEA bargaining agreement, commencing May 6, 2026, for a period not to exceed 30 weeks.
Move.
Second.
Trustee Daniels?
Yes.
Trustee Burrows? Trustee Burrows?
Yes.
Trustee Carter?
Yes.
Trustee Whitaker?
Yes.
Mayor Hobbs?
Yes. Trustee Burrows, it's the same button you press to unmute.
Stephanie calls my name.
Oh, sorry. Resolved that upon the recommendation of Richard Holland, Chief of Police, the mayor hereby approves the appointment and/or salary change for the position of police officer for the Incorporated Village of Hempstead. Name, Xavier Alvarado, new hire. Department title grade, police officer. Base salary, $64,160 a year upon the academy start date.
Move.
Second.
Trustee Daniels?
Yes.
Trustee Burrows?
Say it loud.
Yes.
Trustee Carter?
Yes.
Trustee Whitaker?
Yes.
Mayor Hobbs?
Yes.
Resolved that upon the recommendation of Richard Holland, Chief of Police, the mayor here, sorry, I'm trying to talk louder. The mayor hereby approves the appointment and/or salary change for the position of police officer for the Incorporated Village of Hempstead. Name, Jaden Victor, new hire. Department title grade, police officer. Base salary, $64,160 a year upon the academy start date.
Move.
Second.
Trustee Daniels?
Yes.
Trustee Burrows?
Yes.
Trustee Carter?
Yes.
Trustee Whitaker?
Yes.
Mayor Hobbs?
Yes.
Resolved that upon the recommendation of Richard Holland, Chief of Police, the mayor hereby approves the appointment and/or salary change for the position of police officer for the Incorporated Village of Hempstead. Name, Wallace Gray, new hire, department title grade, police officer, base salary, $64,160 a year upon the academy start date.
Move.
Second.
Trustee Daniels?
Yes.
Trustee Burrows?
Yes.
Trustee Carter?
Yes.
Trustee Whitaker?
Yes.
Mayor Hobbs?
Yes.
Resolved that upon the recommendation of Keisha Marshall, Village Attorney, the Mayor and Board of Trustees hereby approve and authorize the submission of a request to the New York State Legislature to enact legislation permitting the village to offer and fund a retirement incentive plan.
Move.
Second.
Trustee Daniels?
Yes.
Trustee Burrows?
Yes.
Trustee Carter?
Yes.
Trustee Whitaker?
Yes.
Mayor Hobbs?
Yes.
The reaffirmation of the Hempstead Fire Department Board of Fire Commissioners for the following member who was accepted as a new Hempstead Fire Department member, Mahir Ali.
Move.
Second.
Trustee Daniels?
Yes.
Trustee Burrows?
Yes.
Trustee Carter?
Yes.
Trustee Whitaker,
Yes.
Mayor Hobbs.
Yes.
Resolved that upon the recommendation of Joe Gill, Village Treasurer, all meeting bills audited by the Board of Trustees on check warrant dated May 5th, 2026, be approved as previously reviewed.
Move.
Second.
Trustee Daniels? Trustee Burrows?
Yes.
Trustee Carter?
Yes.
Trustee Whitaker?
Yes.
Mayor Hobbs.
Yes. All right, that concludes our business portion. At this time, we'll open up for our public participation portion. Again, when you come up to address the board, you have 3 minutes to ask a question or make a statement. We'll answer to the best of our ability. Ms. Carol Johnson.
Good evening, Mayor Hobbs,
Good
Deputy
evening.
Mayor Daniels, Board of Trustees,
Good evening.
and Chief Hollander. My name is Carol Johnson. I live on the East End, Cameron Civic Association. I'm associated with that. We have not been busy lately, but here we are. Unfortunately.
I'm sorry, you said you haven't been what lately?
I haven't been active lately.
Okay, all right. Cam,
Cameron Civic Association on the East End, where the bars are. So lately, we've been having issues with a lot of trespassing on our private property, and also trespassing into vehicles. A lot of our neighbors have security cams, and I've done a poll of several, and I've had other people poll other neighbors as well, and it's a pattern that's going on. So what we have is more than one individual. There is a set of 2 that usually work together. We witnessed this on the ring cams and all the other cams that people have. The point is, we're calling the police. Not everybody's calling the police. I'm trying to get the word out there, because I know that you guys deal with the digital stats. You want to see evidence that people are calling. Not everybody knows the proper procedure, but I unfortunately hear a lot of complaints, but I'm trying to still educate people and to encourage them to call. But nonetheless, we have a real issue. If you have access to the Ring community online chat, everybody's dealing with this particular issue on the East End, particularly on Cameron. They love Cameron for some reason. So what's going on, this is my son Omar Johnson. He's here with me, he lives with me. We are finding, like Saturday, for instance, this just didn't start Saturday. This is going on for months now, and it's not even, it's considered warm weather just yet. But Saturday, we had an individual come not once but twice in one day and accessing the vehicles. Unfortunately, I just had some collision work on my car, and my door was replaced, and my key fob is not really, I thought my car was locked, it wasn't. And this individual goes into the car that's on my property, my driveway. We report these things. The second time they came later after midnight, but we're reporting the issues, and sometimes we're not getting nice dispatchers. Sometimes they're a little snooty, and a lot of times there's insensitivity in terms of like it's not a big deal, but that's something that can be buffed up and polished up. My main issue is on Saturday. Was it Saturday or Sunday? It was early in the morning Sunday. The individual, the officers came, and we showed them the cam, gave it the description, and they did catch the individual. And then they came back to me and they said, well, do you want to press charges? And I said, yes, I do. So, by the time I get into the back of the police car, the supervisor had advised, no, we're not going to arrest him. You don't have to identify him. This is not just a one-person individual frustration. Everybody seems to be frustrated that when they do call, sometimes they're dealing with the insensitivity of the dispatcher. Sometimes you're dealing with the individual, the officers that are reporting, not this particular week, in the past, with their insensitivity of, well, I don't get paid to do the paperwork, yada, yada, blah, blah.
All right, so Ms. Johnson, I don't want to cut you off, but.
Hold my time,
Your,
hold my time, hold my time.
You went over.
He's talking.
your time went over a while ago, so I gave you a moment to continue to talk, but the buzzer went off a while ago.
Oh.
But so, yes, but what I want to say to you is, once we close the meeting, the chief is here, talk directly to him, give him that information so that he can do what's necessary to make sure that, you know, the police look into that. And then also, as I always say, if you deal with a rude dispatcher or officer, just remember the day and the time and
And
give that to us.
that number.
Because all the calls are recorded.
Okay.
All right? So, but see the chief, because it's, you know,
Well, this is something I would like to address to you as well, because in the years past, when I was more active, we brought this forward, the issue forward of the village has, like, from previous mayor, so you're off the hook with that. Previous mayor, the culture was like, well, trespassing, we can't do nothing about it. And this is what the community is upset about.
right, so.
What kind of culture do we have, and what can you do to protect us?
Right, so Ms. Johnson, again, talk to the chief. It is obvious that under this administration, like you said, we're not talking about the past, we make sure that our residents' concerns are addressed. And we step up whatever we have to do to make sure that happens. So talk to the chief, give him all that information, and if you feel that you don't get any resolve after talking to the chief, come see me. But you're gonna get resolved talking to the chief. It's a different day, all right?
All right.
So he's right here. So once we close, have a seat, and he'll just come to you and give him all the information, okay?
Okay. All right, so we're gonna make an appointment?
No, he's gonna talk to you right here
All right
tonight.
now. Okay.
He's gonna talk to you tonight. You don't even have to make an appointment. It's gonna happen
All right.
tonight.
The Knicks are not playing tonight, so I got time.
You got your priorities right.
All right. So we don't have any other, could I get a motion to close?
Second.
Trustee Burrows?
Okay. Trustee,
See, he just said yes.
Trustee Daniels,
Yes.
Trustee Burrows, Trustee Carter,
Yes.
Trustee Whitaker.
Yes.
Mayor Hobbs.
Yes. All right, thank you.
Trustee Burrows?